Hey guys, you know who this is? All like the bosses. Today we're going to show you a tutorial on Java, like Java programming and stuff. So it's going to be, today's going to be part 1. There's 5 things I'm going to tell you today, learn today in part 1 video. The first one is called variable, second one is called control structure, third one is called data structures, fourth one is called syntax, and the last one but not least is called tools. I'll explain each one in this video of these structures or the programming language. But we're not going to code in this video tutorial part 1. That's maybe be in part 2. So if I look up the definition of what is variable in the wiki or the Google, it gives me this: not for an adjective, not constant or having fixed patterns, liable to change. Okay, well that really doesn't tell us. So this is the page of basically what it means, but you guys can have all the time and read all this, which would be like boring because nobody wants to read that much. So I'll just break it down what it actually is saying. So all this saying about variable is, in computer programming, a variable is a storage location is associated symbolic name which contains some known or unknown quantity or information, a value. Which I know you guys are probably like, okay, well that's kind of cryptic. Well, to me, a variable is simply a way to store some sort of information for later use, and we can retrieve this information by referring to a word that will describe this information. So the next one we're going to go on to, because I don't want to keep going on and on about the other one until we actually do the programming. Next one is control structure. Well, as you guys see, the web defines it. In the computer science, control flow, alternate flow of control, refers to the order in which individual statement instruction. Well, let's just say all this means is a control structure is a block of programming that analyzes variables and chooses a directions in which to go based on given parameters. The term flow control details and directions the program takes, which way program control flows. So control structure, all it means is, if you think about it, humans, we read left to right, top to bottom. Well, that's normal. And computer, when you program, it reads from left to right, top to bottom. So you can't put a code that's backwards. If you do, you can't read it. You have to put it from left to the right. So if you think about it like a book, you get on page 4 of the book and you say, if you want to do the X, turn to page 14. If you want to do Y, then turn to page 6. The decision must be made by the reader, as is the same decision the computer programmers make. As you can see, it says if your age less than 20, then your age is greater than 20. Now, if that less than 20, you're a teenager. If you're else, you're older than 12, then you're not a teenager. The last one we're going to do is data structure, because syntax and tools are going to be like programming. They're going to be more of coding. So the next video is going to be on that. And those are the most important ones for right now. So if we look up what is data structure in Google, we get this. Data structure in computer science, the organize of data and its storage allocation in computer. Let me just phrase that up so we have to read the whole thing. So in computer science, a data structure is a particular way of storing and organizing data in a computer so that it can be used efficiently. So that's it for today for part 1. Part 2 is going to be syntax, tools, and many more. And while we code, I'll explain for every coding what it is, like using periods, like other things, colons and everything.
Where'd you go?